Welcome to Strength for Today for January 11th. The first and the best. Let's look at Proverbs 3 verses 9 and 10. Proverbs 3, 9 and 10 say, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the firstfruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be lifted to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine." It's a tradition every occasion where cake is served, birthdays, anniversaries, graduations, and especially weddings, that the honorees are given the first slice of cake. It's a small reminder of who's being honored. Serving the honorees with the last of the cake would reveal misplaced priorities. In the covenant community of Israel, everyone was to honor God with the first of their harvest. Firstborns were set apart as special to the Lord, and the only purest and best of the flock were to be offered as sacrifices. It was an act of recognition, a way of saying to God, "You are the source of all we have. You are the honoree in the midst of our harvest." While God's new covenant with the church is not bound by such ceremonial traditions, we are to give ourselves as a living sacrifice to God by giving Him our whole life, time, talent, and treasure, Romans 12:1. Whatever you do today, do it all for the glory of God, 1 Corinthians 10:31. And I have found that to be so true. I don't know if you tithe. A tithe just means 10%. And you can even just do less if you're just starting out. But, God says, give me the tithe. So you get your paycheck every week or 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and you take 10% of that right away and you just give it to God, whether you're a local church or an organization. And sometimes I even set a little bit of that money aside just in a little envelope for cash. And then if I see a needy person or somebody may need help with a bill or need, their car filled up with gas or whatever, I have that extra cash to also do that because that's serving people. I mean, it's not tax deductible, but God knows, so it's fine. So that's one way that we can, serve Him and keep Him first through our money. And then also with your time, every morning coming and sitting in whatever chair you have. Again, I have got my place. I've got my, here's my little markers and highlighters and stuff that I have. And I got my other books that I like to sit and read. Finding a place to give Him the first 5 minutes of your day or the first 10 minutes if you can, or at the end of the day too, it doesn't matter, but just giving Him part of your time. And then your talents, everyone's got something that you can do. I mean, I cannot sew at all. If I have a hole in a sock, how I darn a sock is say, "Oh darn," and throw it in the trash. That's me. But other people sew. And what a gift that is. You can, repair clothes for people. You can make blankets for homeless people. I mean, if you have the gift of sewing, you can do so much for God and His people. And then what if you're a handyman? Again, I'm not good with a hammer, but other people are. So then with that part of your time, say you give up 2 hours every Saturday to go maybe to a single mom's house or a widow's house or just an elderly person's house. And you just go around and just hammer and fix all the things around in their house. That's giving God a tithe. That's keeping Him first. That's giving Him a certain percentage of your time. So there's money, your treasure, and then your time, and then your talents. So I hope today that you realize that you can serve God in all these ways. And every week, just give Him part of your paycheck, part of your time, part of your skill set, and you will just be so blessed, my friend. It's every time I give, I'm actually just more blessed. It's blessed to give, more blessed to give than receive. And they say that, and it is true. So I hope today you have a good time keeping God first, and I will see you back here tomorrow. You can order your own copy of Strength for Today by Dr. David Jeremiah by going to davidjeremiah.org or calling Turning Point at 877-998-0222. And I would like to answer any question you may have about faith in Jesus. Just email me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. I hope you lean on God's strength and have a fantabulous day.